from Dufferin-Caledon.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Transportation. In Dufferin-Caledon, we're very concerned about the safety of Highway 10 between Orangeville and Highway 89. One constituent wrote me and said, in light of recent severe accidents on Highway 10, I don't feel safe driving to work anymore.
It's horrible.
The ministry has decided to make some minor changes to the highway, but no one believes that these changes will address the safety concerns. The town of Mono has been trying to work with the ministry for years to address the needs for additional turning lanes. Will the minister agree to meet with the town of Mono to work out solutions that will improve road safety along Highway 10?
Thank you. Minister of Transportation.
Thanks very much, Speaker. I thank the member opposite for this question. It's not the first time. The first time she's raised it by way of a question formally, but we've had the opportunity to chat about this informally, and I am aware of the meeting that took place recently, and I know that that was covered by some local media. Of course, at all times, Speaker, making sure that we maintain our highway infrastructure, whether we're talking about Dufferin-Caledon or we're talking about any corner of the province, is a priority for the Ministry of Transportation. I think the member opposite would know that in 2016-17, for example, Speaker, we're investing nearly $3 billion in Ontario's highways and bridges. This includes about $1.6 billion in Southern Ontario specifically, Speaker. Having said that, I recognize that there is a challenge that's being expressed by people in her constituency, Speaker. And I'm open to an ongoing conversation. So if that requires an in-person meeting, that's something I'd be happy to take a look at. I will also encourage MTO officials to continue to work with the community on a reasonable solution. Thanks very much.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Minister. I appreciate that, and I will take you up in the offer to meet with Mono because this is an important issue. I've written the ministry on 6 different occasions over the last 3 years about concerned residents in my riding along Highway 10. Drivers in Dufferin have started avoiding the highway because they are so concerned about safety, putting more strain on local roads and municipal road budgets. I am pleased to hear that you want your ministry to continue to work with Mono, but I would also like to take you up in the offer of having a meeting directly with the politicians in Mono. Thank you.
Thank you. Minister.
Thanks very much, Speaker. So as I said in the opening answer, happy to follow up in that regard. I will say as well as pointing out as I did in the first answer, $2.7 billion being invested on Ontario's highways in 2016-17, Speaker. It's important to note that since 2003, this government has built 1,409 what we call lane kilometres. That's the total length of individual lanes of new highway, and 215 new bridges across the province of Ontario. Whether we're talking about Highway 10 in Dufferin-Caledon or we're talking about 4-laning 1117 in Northern Ontario, Speaker, the extension of Highway 427 in York Region, something that I know will also support people living in Dufferin-Caledon. This is a government that's committed, particularly through our Moving Ontario Forward plan, Speaker, to make sure that we keep moving forward, keep building the province up, keep improving the quality of life for the people of Ontario, and building a strong economy. I look forward to ongoing discussions on Highway 10, Speaker, and I thank the member for her question today.